Hi, I'm Elias Likes, and this is my Unix operating system final project. So I'll be walking you through how I installed Linux and external hard drive, the customizations, and then the scripts I created and tested as well. Of course, going off of the provided templates by the professor. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll try to make this a fast video. So let's go ahead and share my screen. Okay. So I have a document that I'll be running through side by side with the virtual machine just to kind of show you. So starting off, I installed Ubuntu 24.042 on external USB using Etcher on my Mac. And that icon just looks like this right here. And when I booted it up, I just pressed the Option key once I restarted it. This allowed me to be able to install and guide with the, excuse me, EX4 file without making any BIOS changes. And that's all this is talking about here in the first part. This is just some more detailed breakdown. Um, so let's jump right into it. Okay. So this is kind of what it looks like, and I'll show you on the virtual machine itself. But here's our couple screenshots of one of the customizations on there already. But this is what my desktop looks like. This was before what it looks like. And I'll kind of go into that a little bit more in depth. But as you can see in the screenshot here, it is that EX4 file. So let's show you what it looks like on virtual machine. Okay, let's go ahead and sign in. So the two customizations I made was the KED Plasma desktop. I installed this using the sudo app install, and this just gives me a more flexible and user-friendly interface. And then from there, I also use the ext file as my file system, excuse me, ext4 as my file system. It's the default and is the most reliable and fast. And you can see that here by just running, let's see, I'll show you. It's right here. That'll show you, and you can see it right here, the ext4. So let's go into the three scripts. So the first script I created was create backup. This script uses NT to let me pick a folder to backup and a location to save it, and then creates a compressed tar.gz file. And you can see that example here, but let's go ahead and run through so you can see firsthand. So first it's going to ask you what folder you want to back up. So let's just go ahead and do documents. And it's going to ask you where you want to put this backup. So obviously, let's just put it in desktop. And from there, you're going to get that confirmation, right? Just saying that the backup was successful, what it's saved as. And then actually, you can see it just pop up right there in the desktop tab over there to the left. So that is the first script. The second script is cron jobs. This script lets me schedule a job like backing up, updating packages, or restarting the network. I select the script, pick the date, pick the time, and then how often I want it to run. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like firsthand as well. So it's going to ask me, just like I said, what I want to schedule, what job. So let's just do date package. And then it's going to ask me the date. So today is May 16th. Let's just go ahead and do Sunday. And it's going to ask me the time. So I say around noon. And it's going to ask AM and PM, of course, just to kind of clear up any clarification. And then how often? So let's do once a month, just randomly. All right. And then from there, you're going to get that same confirmation, what it is. And then we can actually see it in terminal as well by doing, we can see that. So I did two previous ones. These are my two test runs. And then this is the one I just did on live with you guys. So the last and final script, it's icon. This script creates a desktop launcher. It uses Zenty to let me choose a script, an icon, and a name. It puts the icon on my desktop and lets me launch the script just by clicking it. So let's go through that. So boom, it's going to ask us the script we want to link. So let's just do create. And then from there, it's going to back up and ask us what image we want to use. I don't have an image. This is optional for you guys or not, but if you just hit that cancel there, it'll bring you up to what you want to use it as. So the last one I did was a practice run. So let's just do practice 2. It's going to pop up on there. You're going to have that same confirmation, seeing what it's saved as. And then, of course, you guys can see it here in desktop. And let's just open that up to see what it looks like. Awesome. So this project was a very, very fun project. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot. This project helped me get comfortable with Linux scripting, customizing the and automating tasks in the real environment. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.